Welcome back to another episode of Talkin to Missy.
And ready.
And today what we got for y'all in this episode, we're going to talk about
what interests you in life.
What interests you in life? What gets you through the day?
What are you interested in life with?
Hyped.
Yes. What is it? So I would say relationships gets me interested in life. Well, that's one thing. Like relationships, not just couple relationship. You know, my brother, my the people that I hold closest to me. That gets me through life. And I consider myself an introvert. I love staying home. I love being to myself. But the people that I really hold dear to me, I do like them close to me. I do, even though
that interests you. That interests you in life?
That interests me in life, yeah.
So that like keeps you interested?
Yeah, for example, let's use you for example, because you're like the main person, really. Like, you know, I know. I always tell her all this stuff she used to it. So that's why she always like, yeah, most people wish they had what you had, girl, but calm down. But anyways, when she's around me and stuff like that, I feel like not to be cliche, but I feel like more full. Like I feel like, oh, dang. Fulfilled. No, full. I feel like more complete. Like, okay. I feel like when I'm by myself, I'm cool and I can do whatever I want. It's freedom. But and then when I'm with you, it's like openness. It's like, what do you want to do? You know, versus what I'm doing personally by myself. Because I'm going to have a good time by myself because I am me. You know, I if I want to go here, if I want to take a shower. But when you're here, you can be like, how about this instead? And I never would have thought of that. And it's just fun, especially doing it with somebody that I hold a high regard to.
Got you.
So I know it's all everywhere. It's all everywhere. I know. But pretty much, even though I like being by myself a whole lot, being around people that have a high regard for it, I really, it makes me enjoy life even more. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you have some people that would agree with you.
Yeah, because it's like a contradiction in a way if you really think about it, because introverts like to be by themselves, right? Because I really like being myself. Like, I don't really care for meeting random people for no apparent reason.
But you still like to be surrounded by the people you're comfortable with already. That you already have like you said, a high regard for already.
Yeah, but it's weird though because of not really. I actually like being really by myself, even though like, you know, I can care about you, like really care about you wholeheartedly and never want to see you ever in life again, really. Like I'm really that type. But and then I don't feel that way about you though.
How does people interest you though? Like how does the relationships of people that you have actually hold your interest in?
I feel like the people that I don't mind learning stuff from, because you can learn stuff from anybody, right? But the people that I don't mind learning stuff from and the people that don't mind learning stuff from me. Like, you know, for example, you. Like, you teach me stuff all the time. You know what I mean? And then I teach you stuff all the time. And then, you know, I can go across the street and they can teach me something and I can teach them something, right? But I don't have a high regard. I don't even care to do that in the first place. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I care to do that because I care for you.
Got it.
Yeah, but and then, you know, let's say somebody like a cousin or something like that, you know, I don't wish death upon them or nothing like that. But, you know, I don't never need to see them ever in life. Depending on the cousin or whatever like that, I don't ever have to see them. I'll be just fine with that, long as, you know, they're living their great best life. You know what I mean? Even though I can learn stuff from them, even though they can learn stuff from me. Like, I guess my regard isn't so high for them or something like that. So yeah. So when I say I'm an introvert, like I don't mean that like, you know, I don't care about people. I just mean that I prefer to be alone than in groups. I really do. Like, you know, so when you said that comment about, oh, do I like to be, you like to surround yourself with people that you care about? Like, that's not technically true because I care for a lot of people that I could care less about being around.
Got you.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
But yeah, so that's one thing that makes me enjoy life is like, you know, the bonds, the communications with people I do like to be around, that I do like to be around. It's a high, super preference that I have.
Got you.
Yes.
All right.
What is one of yours?
Mine is the unpredictable things of life.
Okay.
That's what keeps me interested.
Okay.
Is, you know, you go to sleep one day and you wake up the next, it's a whole pandemic and the whole world is going crazy.
Yeah.
And then a few months down the line, the world's not going crazy no more. So like the unpredictableness of you never know like how the response of the world is going to be.
Okay.
You know, that's what keeps me interested. And I sit back and I just sit here and I think like, dang, you know, I don't understand how the brains and stuff can do certain things. So then I'm interested in brains.
Okay.
Like, you know, so what keeps me interested in the world and stuff is the fact of the unpredictable outcome that I just can't fully understand about how human actions and brains work on a regular basis.
So would it be safe to say that you're interested in people, or would that not be safe?
I mean, I'm interested in nature too, though. Like,
So,
you know,
so
it could be a tree.
unpredictability of everything. But that's funny though. See, I have a little bit more context into this, so I can ask questions like this. But that also is why you don't like life, though.
That is.
Yeah, because
I mean, it's
a kid walking in the street to get his ball and getting hit by a car is totally unpredictable.
I don't like the tragedy of life.
Yeah,
though.
but that's unpredictable.
It is unpredictable, but the everyday life though, like how tragedy can happen and we can get back to going to work. You know, like how we can cope, the coping mechanisms of our brain. Like that's what interests me. Like how could I literally just have a tragedy, but then 6 months down the line I'm coping and I'm doing, you know, I'm back at work. I'm doing things like that. You know, you still life still moves on, and then in my brain I'm interested in how unpredictable that is. Like it's like, you know, life is going to keep going, but at the same time it's like, how is it still going after, you know? So I'm interested in people, because I try to figure out the brain and what makes a person do this or respond or whatever. But I'm also interested in animals. I'm interested in the weather, you know. I'm interested in earthquakes. I'm interested in all these things. So
a lot of things that you're interested, you're also uninterested in. For example, you're interested in weather, but you don't like the snow.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm interested in why I want to snow on the day that I don't want it to snow, you know? So, yeah. So, unpredictableness of the world.
So, that's part of your enjoyment. So, that is unpredictable.
Yeah.
So, even though you don't like it personally, it's still enjoyment for you because it's an unpredictable, unforeseen thing that happened.
Exactly. And it gets my brain, because I'm always trying to, like, the timing. Like, if I see a car accident, I'm like, the timing. How did that happen? You know, so I'm always trying to figure out something. Not even to say that I like it or don't like it. I just always try to figure out how it happened. Like, you know, like the unpredictable thing. Like, you was literally just driving to work and boom, like, what happened? You know, like, how did the car go over there when you was over here? Like, I'm interested in that type of stuff. Like, that stuff keeps me kind of like my brain keeps, you know. Okay. I don't have to like it, but when I still see it, I still be like,
interest.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in like the innovation of things. Like I love the way that humans and things is being created that wasn't ever created, and it's out of things that is already here. You know what I mean? Like a lot of, you have to think about it. For example, this mic right here that we're speaking on right now. This mic actually been here since Earth been here or whatever. You know what I mean? When at the same time it haven't been in this form. Like, you know, this was created. So when something is created that is brand new, the material is already here to create it, but it's crazy how they put this material together to make a teleporter. Like, dang, this teleporter, the raw material is always here for this teleporter, but we just didn't know how to put it together to make it a teleporter. Like cell phones, technology, really, cars, vehicles. You know, back in the day, supposedly, before I was here, cars didn't exist. Like long ago, people used to ride horses. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's crazy. I love the innovation of how things isn't created yet, but it is created.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
like I love that. That's like I can't wait to see how the future will be. Like one of my things that I kind of don't like about like a human lifespan is that literally.
It's not enough time
to see all of it. Yeah, I want to see like where it's gonna go. Like, dang, like, you know, I remember when I was a kid, we had some big old box TVs, like big old box TV. Now TVs is thin as paper and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They have wallpaper TVs that you can fold up and flex. You know what I mean? We didn't even have cell phones. We barely had cordless phones. We had the phones that you had to put your finger inside and then turn like that.
Yeah.
You remember? And then chirps came out. Like, where you at? Like, chirps came out. Pagers came out. It all came out in my lifespan.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Computers.
Yeah, computers. Computers I believe came out before me and you was born, but it wasn't like so. Yeah, it wasn't so useful to like the normal household. You know what I mean?
You remember how they had like the little typewriter.
We had Windows 95, Windows 98, Windows XP. You
giving up our age.
Yeah, I know. I'm snitching on us again. Like,
kidding.
like I'm like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? And then look how far it came in our short lifespan. Like we're under literally 30 years old. Like we're under pretty much 30. So like, Yeah.
And it's been a lot in these last few years. And
that's right.
And it seems like it's speeding up.
That's right. So in our short lifespan, so imagine like if you speak to your grandma, how she used to live her life, depending on how old your grandma is. Like it was like, because we have a lot of young grandmas out here. I was about to
say, you got grandmas that's 35.
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of young grandmas. So depending on how young your grandma is and stuff like that, like, bro, like it was a big difference from the lifespan. Like, dang, we used to do this and this and this was so totally different. You know what I mean? Like the world is changing so rapidly. Like, bro, like they just made all these robots and stuff like that, self-checkouts and stuff like that, Uber Eats and stuff. They didn't have that a couple years ago.
I appreciate that.
They did not have that. That's all new. I love innovation.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, that's what you're interested in.
So what about you? What else?
Oh, I couldn't think while you was talking.
I was
so into yours. I was like,
you was really okay. I held your attention.
Yeah, I was into what you was. I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So what else? I'm interested in like creativity. The way that
I think I'm interested in creativity.
Yeah, like our imagination, like
Oh, I don't know about that part.
No, our creativity of like, for example, like you want to make a song and then you go inside and you put these lyrics in a certain type of way to make it interesting for other people to listen to.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
And
that's
tones and
all that. Yeah, that's the interest. Like you just you sung it this way, you said it this way, and then all you said was baby come back, and then like that sound like, wow, oh my gosh, like dang, the way she said baby come back was amazing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, is that crazy? Like I love creativity. I love the way that people can draw things and stuff like that. I love how art is to the beholder too. Yeah
Sometimes
it is to the beholder, because I can write a squiggle and be like, oh my god, this is masterpiece, Picasso. And so like I can literally do that. And
that's probably how kids feel when they come home and bring their parents all their drawings.
I'm telling you,
stickmans and stuff, and want them to hang it on the refrigerator.
Kids be animated nowadays, so they be showing videos and stuff. Like, I know, and then it looks like a squiggle, and they be like, this is no, you don't see that way I draw the line to the curve like that,
like,
and I swiggle it back. It's like a noodle.
Honey. On the refrigerator.
And we just see.
When guests come over, we gonna put it in the drawer. No.
That's jacked up.
I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, creativity is one. I think that goes all into the unpredictableness of the world.
Oh, really? So it all just fits into the same category for you?
Do, yeah.
Really? Well, you could add that in there.
Yeah, because like, what makes today's music enjoyable, right? Because years ago that music wasn't enjoyable, and then we listen to that music that was made years ago, it's still enjoyable today.
Kids that listen to music nowadays still listen to old people
exactly
music. Yeah,
like the 70s and 50s and stuff, like it's still enjoyable today. So it's like, dang, like how do our ears, like, and another thing that's interesting to me is how our eyes like, we used to look at, like you said, the little square box TVs, and our eyes adjusted to it. It looked at just how I'm looking at you right now.
But you look at it now, it looks like straight trash.
It looked like trash.
Like pixelated. So I used to play this. I used to watch this.
Like our eyes just adjusted.
You adjusted the time.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we thought that we had some, like back in the old days with Nintendo and stuff like that and Sega, we thought we was playing top-notch stuff. At the time, it was top-notch, but then compared to today's technology. But you can say that even for the future, the technology of today could be a rudimentary, elementary, or whatever compared to what it could be in the next 10 plus years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 10 years is a big span of our life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait to see flying cars.
Everybody been saying that since we've been born.
I'm just saying.
And supposedly they already got them, because they got like drones that can fly like cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, they got it now, but it's the regulation.
Yeah.
Like, for example, they have self-driving cars. And it pretty much, the regulation of the self-driving cars is why it's not so mass produced. But they have the technology.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
but they need to still test it. Because I'm just sitting here like, okay, flying cars, I'm already worried about a flying plane.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm already worried about birds pooping on my head.
Oh, yeah.
Planes flying out the sky.
Car falling on your head is totally different
exactly.
thing.
So, that stuff you got to get prepared for.
But what about like, the new stuff like how the health field is changing. Oh, yeah. Like, for example, they can literally change your eye color now. You know what I mean? They can literally change your eye color, and then it would stay that way. And plus, they have a technology called CRISPR, right? That they can gene edit before the baby is born to, I want my baby to be tall. I want my baby to be like this. I want my baby to be like this. And then come out like that, more likely to be intelligent or super intelligent, highly intelligent. And they can literally change the genes and then make a baby like they call them designer babies. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's crazy, right?
That is.
That's the technology of today is only getting more perfected.
I know, even with the medical field, like it's like you use one tool now and it can read through your whole body.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like it's literally crazy.
Certain things and stuff. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So you can literally customize yourself now. It's not just as far as mechanics or whatever, machines or anything like that. It goes as far as your personal body. Like, they have what they call them, exoskeletons or something like that, like suits. I forgot what they call it, but pretty much you can put a suit on so you can lift up more weight and stuff like that. They have that.
Yeah, technology is interesting for sure.
It is.
Modern day technology.
I'm telling you.
You don't know, and it's unpredictable. Because you don't know what's going to be here.
So all that's still just going the same. So what else do you like? Everything just unpredictableness?
Yeah, just everything just gets me. What interests me is the fact of not knowing in 5 years, everything that's today is probably going to be way, innovative in only 5 years.
Bro.
Like, it only takes like 6 months to really like create,
The iPhone only came out like less than 15 years ago, and look at how far it came. Like,
exactly.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so that's just like one of those things where I just sit back and I'm waiting and looking like, oh, what's next?
Yeah, so that's technology. That's what I'm saying, technology. But I'm also interested in astronomy and stuff like that. They're trying to go to Mars and stuff. They sitting there, all that. I'm low-key a conspiracy theorist in a way. Not to label myself as one is kind of odd, I know. But
you're not one.
But at the same time, like, like they say that they're sending stuff in that. I'm interested in it. I am. Like, they send in spaceships. I mean, not spaceships. Space probes to different planets and moons and stuff like that. But in the back of my head, I'm like, they're doing that. I'm not 100% sure they're doing that, but I'm still interested because I do think that they're doing it. You know what I mean? But, I'm not. I don't want to be ignorant in the fact of like saying that they did it, but they didn't really do it. But I also don't want to be ignorant in the fact of saying that they didn't do it, but they really did do it. But I am interested in it.
You really can't be ignorant because nowadays you don't know.
You don't know.
You really have to have an open mind to everything. Like
exactly.
And that's the beauty of life, because it's like you have to. Our parents or 4 or 5 generations ago would have never been like people talking through microphones or
I know.
Tapping on them things, them freaking, what are those, type things. So, and then today, look at us, so you can't actually shun it. Yeah,
you couldn't predict the way that life's.
So we can't shun what we don't know yet.
Oh yeah, no, I'm open. I'm open to it. Yeah, in my opinion, I'm open to it. Yeah. Like
it can't be ridiculous. Like, and people that we seen how the that thing with the Amazon, and he was like, so you think you're going to when he was starting like way back before Amazon.
Oh yeah, when Amazon, I seen that interview.
Like,
you seen that interview with me?
I don't know. I heard.
Yeah, somehow
but
yeah, he was only selling books at first and stuff, and he already had this vision of how he was going to put warehouses in every major city, and he was going to make it so he can start shipping quicker.
But it was unthinkable at that time.
It most definitely was.
So it was. He got a lot of
flack.
Yeah, like, because it was something, whoa, unthinkable. And then you look at it today and it's like,
it's here.
It's here.
It's here. They moved from just having it in the major cities. They're in smaller cities as well now.
So you have to, like, you can't, the world don't let you be one-minded. Like, the world don't let you stay in one generation. Like it just
it defeats
keeps
you.
moving.
It most definitely defeats you in a way of like if you try to stay the way that you are and believe that that's always going to be the right way,
Yeah.
it lets you know that anything is possible.
Exactly.
For
it
sure.
definitely does. Like, if I only liked it to wear black or whatever, the world gonna come out with some blue and I'll be like, oh, that's tight.
That's right.
I gotta get that blue. But I'm only getting this one blue. And then I'm going back to my black. But,
back in the day, well, not even back in the day, I'm saying back in the day, a couple of years ago, you walk inside any store with a mask on and stuff. Yeah. I remember I used to actually like wearing masks just for the, I just liked it. I just liked it, how it looks. Bro, if I walked in a mask, they thought I was robbing the place. You know what I mean? I could not walk in. It was against the law to actually walk in with a mask. You got to take face coverings off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's required for you to actually wear the face coverings inside of these places. You know what I mean? You couldn't predict that. Like, who seen that coming?
Yeah.
Who seen that? Man, everybody would have invested inside a mask company.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Time ago.
Yeah, it would have been gone.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we would already been doing it. I mean, but they did let you walk in with like sick mask on, the blue ones. But all the extra stuff.
Well, it was like elderly people. It was like elderly people that I don't really remember seeing any young people. Like I remember seeing like those dancers, the ones that do like the reverse tail or whatever like that. They started wearing masks like style, like they have style masks on and stuff when they do the reverse, like a reverse dance or whatever. And then I only seen like people like that, like dancer, like culture. It was like culture, but it wasn't tolerated everywhere. It's literally tolerated everywhere. We can go anywhere. Like I'm in a drive-through with a mask on for no reason. Like I'm in my car and stuff like that, getting food with a mask on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So things change. Like it's just unpredictable.
Yeah. So the world is interesting,
and
not to mention, if you haven't even traveled to different cultures, I guess that's another thing that interests me, traveling.
Okay, there you go.
Different cultures.
Okay.
Like I'm interested in the different ways of life.
Okay.
Okay. Like the different ways, like, we could be over here frying chicken, and they over there frying frogs. You feel me? It's different. Yeah. So it's like, okay, so you frying frogs? Oh, so and they over here like, you frying chicken? Like, I mean, it tastes good, hot sauce, so that's interesting.
I know we went to different countries or whatever like that. They're driving on the other side of the road and stuff.
Yeah,
and we
was
looking like, and then people was crossing the streets without no crosswalks in there. They was running like, to make it to the other side.
Yeah, so it's really
it was different. It was different than where we are.
Yeah, it's interesting. So just the world in general, like, islands, everything, every aspect of the world, creation, animals, sea, like the ocean, like we know sharks and whales and dolphins and shrimps, we know those are in the ocean.
Right.
But, do we know everything that's in the ocean?
No. Heck no.
Exactly.
There's no way.
So that's just interesting in itself. Like, do I want to find out? Yeah. Could I find out? Probably not everything.
I wish.
But, one day I could take an explorer class one day with a professional and go in the ocean.
Yep. And then still that professional doesn't even know everything. He knows probably more than you for sure. But he doesn't know everything. So he's still learning. He's still taking in new things.
Exactly. So that's just interesting in itself. Like the fact of unpredictable things and not being able to know everything. It keeps you always like, what if?
Well, I'm interested in the way that like brains can retain things. Like, for example, like, something that you forgot. Like this happens all the time. Like a song that you haven't heard for years, start playing and all the words. Or like when I play a video game or something like that, right? I haven't played this game since I was a kid. And then as soon as I pick up the controller, I know how to play it. Like if you ask me like, ready? How do you do this? How do you do the backflip kick like that? I'm like, I don't know how to do that. But as soon as I pick up the controller, I'm doing it. No problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their brain retains that information. No problem. Like, but you can't just bring it out when you want to. It's like a filing cabinet. You can't just go inside that filing cabinet and find the file. But as soon as your brain needs that file, it does it by itself automatically.
Yeah. Again,
that's
the
tight.
Brain.
That's tight, bro.
Yeah. So it's a lot of interesting things.
It is.
You just got to really sit back and look at them, because just the everyday wake up in the morning, go here, go there, back there, drain yourself, and, things like that. It can seem like the world is uninteresting, but it's a lot of interesting things.
Okay.
You just got to, is it subject yourself to them? Or that's the opposite? See, I know words. I just can't never use them when I'm actually trying to use them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, that's crazy. Those are some of the things that we're interested in. We can go on forever. We can find new things that we're interested in because we're always finding new things. You know what I mean? We're always finding new things that we're interested in.
And let's not talk about the skill of just a human's being, you know.
Oh yeah, we're trying to replicate that right now. Humans is trying to replicate that right now, like trying to do what's already in nature, like trying to make a robot that can do this with his hands and stuff like that. Like, it's really complex. Yeah, like but we do it so flawlessly. Yeah. Like and
it's all brain activity. Yeah. And look, we can move, talk, blink.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Turn our head.
So people that say that they can't multitask, I'm one of those people that say I can't multitask. I'm always multitasking. I'm breathing right now while I'm talking, while I'm waving my hands, while I'm blinking, while I'm looking. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so
it's a lot.
It may seem obvious, but people do take this type of stuff for granted.
They do.
You gotta bring it back to your attention, to the forefront. You know, because it's really amazing.
It is. Yeah. All right. So if you like, if some things that you like, let us know. What are some things that you like in life? Like, what's some things that is interesting in life to you?
Yeah, what's interesting? Like, it could be anything. Like, it could be even ants. Like, it could be something small, atoms. It could be whatever. Like, you know, something that nobody else probably would even ever thought of, probably. You know?
Let us know.
Why are you smiling?
Let us know some things that is interesting to you because, you know, we're interested. We really, 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 really want to know. We really are interested.
So, comment, again, because we're on YouTube.
That's right.
And if you want to see our expressions and our silly faces and hand movements, you
got to go watch us, you know.
Go watch us on YouTube.
Go watch us.
But yeah, so let us know. Now we're just rambling. So we about to head out.
So until next time, we are out. Deuces.